Hi everyone, this is HKChess here, and in this video we're going to cover endgame number 6 of the book 100 Endgames You Must Know. So we're finally done with king and pawn versus king endgames, and now we have something a little bit more interesting. So in this endgame we have rook versus bishop with the king trapped on the wrong corner. So what is the wrong corner? If the defending bishop is a darkest square bishop, then the corner with the darkest square is going to be the wrong corner, and corner with the lightest square is going to be the right corner. So in this position, black king is the defending king and it's trapped on the wrong corner. So if the defending king is trapped on the wrong corner, the side with rook can actually win this endgame if he plays accurately. So how is going to win this endgame? Now we're going to check out how it is. So for the bishop, there is a safe zone behind the king, which bishop needs to stay in that area because if the bishop moves, we're going to say, oh, why is really that bad? That safe zone is this area, which for the darkest square bishop would be these squares, these 6 squares, and as white, we're going to try to lure the bishop out of this safe zone so we can win the endgame. So rook f1 trying to get the bishop out, and if black doesn't really know how to play this endgame and just immediately gets out of the safe zone, now we're going to see why it is really bad. So we're going to harass the bishop, rook d1, and now once the bishop moves, there is a threat of checkmate because this is covered by the king and it's going to be checkmate. So the only move to take care of both problems would be bishop b6 covering this square. And now we're going to continue harassing the bishop. Rook b1, again with the threat of checkmate. Bishop needs to cover, and we again going to harass the bishop. Rook c1, and now bishop doesn't really have any square to cover this square. So, but basically black is going to lose the bishop. Or one last attempt to play bishop d6 to cover the check once rook delivers check, but that's not going to be enough because once rook checks and bishop blocks, white is just going to waste a move. So the only move black has would be to leave the defense of the bishop, and now this is checkmate. So you don't want that. You don't want your bishop out of the safe zone because then the rook can threaten the bishop while threatening checkmate. So what if bishop tries to stay in the safe zone? We again will try to harass the bishop, and now bishop doesn't really have any more squares to go for because all of these 3 are covered, and these 2, well, bishop cannot really get to this square right away, but this square would be a gross blunder, and white is just gonna capture your bishop. So one last attempt would be to play something like bishop d6, and we again gonna harass the bishop and threatening checkmate on the next move. So bishop has to cover that square. Bishop is gonna play black is gonna play bishop e7, but now you should be careful not to harass the bishop any longer, because if you try to harass the bishop with rook e2 or rook d7, then black is gonna try to defend the bishop with the king, and king is gonna get out of this wrong corner. So you don't want that. If you play this, then king f8, and you can never win this endgame if black knows how to do this endgame. So you're gonna threaten checkmate with any move, and with playing rook c2, b2, or a2 to threaten checkmate, like rook a2. And if black wants to avoid that, black is going to play king f8, and now black has to give the bishop. And once that's gone, this is very easily winning for white. And again, we saw that if black tries to block the check, it's not going to work because again white is just going to waste a move, and this is checkmate. So this is the whole idea behind this endgame. In the next video we're going to cover endgame number 7, in which will be the same endgame but in the right corner. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video and see you in the next video.